Chapter 42. The Rope and the Snake. Questioner. I think I understand that the core of the practice is faith and conviction that the spontaneous presence is the reality, and that is where you stay. And that continues to annihilate the body knowledge, the mind knowledge. Maharaj. We are using words like spontaneous just to invite attention of the invisible listener. Yet the listener does not have any language. If you are strongly dedicated, it will not be difficult to absorb the teachings. Now you know better. You know that this external identity is not going to remain constant. Conviction is essential for spirituality. The conviction that you are not the body. Your spontaneous presence is anonymous, invisible, unidentified. You can call it spirit or power if you like. The names are not important. Some spirit is there through which we are talking. Some power is there working in the background when we are looking, when we are listening. All activities are for the body. All activities are for the body. There is some power, some strength, some spirit there, just like electricity. It is invisible, anonymous, and unidentified. It is that which enables us to feel. Without it, you cannot utter a single word. Without it, you cannot even raise your hand. You're using the body, but the body's not using you. Without your spontaneous presence, you can't even lift a finger. Without the power, without the spirit, there can be no movement. That spirit is called Brahman, Atman, Paramatman, God, Parabrahman, Master. That spirit, that invisible, anonymous and unidentified presence has been called by many different names. That you are. Questioner. What is this presence, this spirit, Maharaj? It has no death. It has no birth. Just that. Just that. Questioner. After the death of the body, what is left? Maharaj. Simple. Simple. There is nothing. No experience. No experiencer. No knowledge. Nothing. Nothing is left. Questioner. We are always just presence. So after the body disappears, are we still presence? Maharaj. Nothing is there before and nothing is there after. When a person's body disappears, how will his world appear then? Questioner. Without the beingness, without the body, obviously, there is no appearance, no world, there's nothing. Maharaj. Yes, because the world is the spontaneous projection of your spontaneous presence. Therefore, no body, no world. Nothing. We are using these words just for the purpose of communicating. So the something that appeared as the body then disappears. That something is then merged with nothing. Something is merged with nothing. They are interrelated. Put simply, out of nothing there is something. Then that something goes back to nothing. Nothing merges with something. Something merges with nothing. Questioner. But there is no something in reality. That something is illusion because there is only spontaneous presence. Maharaj. Yes, yes. With this understanding we want to have the conviction which says, I am totally unconcerned with the world. Questioner. You mean view everything in a new light, with a new perspective? Maharaj. Don't make any effort. It will happen spontaneously. The conviction is spontaneous. The conviction is spontaneous. All needs, all relations and expectations are body related. We want peace. Who wants peace? We want happiness. Who wants happiness? We want attention-free life. What is attention-free life? What is the meaning of happiness? What is the meaning of peace? We did not know these terms prior to beingness. They came along with the body and they will go with the body. These are the bodily requirements, not your requirements. The body dissolves. Open fact. You have fear. Everybody has some fear because of attachments to the body. No one wants death. Everyone is afraid of death. But when you come to know the truth about death, you will no longer have any fear. Ask yourself, why do I fear death? Unless you know the reality, this fear will carry on murmuring and multiplying. The fearless state at the time of death is real knowledge, pragmatic knowledge, ultimate truth. Questioner: and how long do you think it will take to know, really know and accept the truth about death? Maharaj: why do you say how long? It is instant. You know the famous story of the rope and the snake? Questioner: yes. Maharaj: therefore, if you know, you will also know that it is instant. At first you are afraid of what you perceive to be a snake. There is fear. Then in the light, when you see that it is only a rope, the fear disappears in a second. It is a matter of fact that there is no snake, that it is just a rope. Similarly, when we know that we are unborn, that death is only applicable to the body, that fear of death that we had because we did not know any better will disappear. It will simply vanish because now we know better. Questioner: I can see how I have carried certain fears around with me. I know there is no death. I have known this, but maybe only intellectually, I suppose. At the same time, I've been aware that I'm very attached to the body, which has caused fear and anxiety. Maharaj: yes, it happens. That's why I insist on. I keep telling everyone, self-inquire. You must know yourself in a real sense. You are not the body form. Who is dying? Who is taking birth? Self-inquire. 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 You are the root of all knowledge. You are not the body. You are the root of this whole world. The invisible listener is the root of this whole world. The entire world is projected out of your spontaneous presence. Second questioner: Maharaj, you often stress the importance of having a solid foundation. Well, while I was reciting the mantra, there was a sense in which the formless me was taken deeper. An image of a cave appeared. It was a very deep dwelling. I was going deeper and deeper inside myself. It's hard to talk about. Eventually the bottom was reached. It was like solid stone, a strong base. That was the lowest or deepest that I could go. Then I saw myself standing at the very bottom of this cave. It was like the formless looking at the form. I recognized a solid foundation was there, an indestructible base for the knowledge to be built on. There's a lot happening at the moment, spontaneously. Just before falling asleep last night, Bowserhead Maharaj appeared in deep blue. The energy coming from him was very strong. He was floating in front of my eyes for some time. Then I noticed Nisargadatta Maharaj standing at the side as well. It was amazing. Maharaj, it happens. The masters are encouraging you.